I am the co-founder of 15secondpitch.com, and I'm going to give you as much information in a very short period of time this evening. What I'm going to tell you about is the concept of the 15-second pitch. You guys are lucky. You actually get 30 seconds. So what I'm going to tell you is the absolute minimum of what you must include in every pitch in order to be effective. And then you are going to have the opportunity to include some additional pieces for your additional 15 seconds. So it's very exciting. So normally I talk about a few different things. I talk about what the 15-second pitch is, why it's so effective, and how to create it. But tonight we have limited time, so it's all about getting to the how to create it. So good. How is everybody? You guys good? All right. And isn't this an amazing space? Very cool. So what I'm going to talk about is a lot of us have day jobs. How many people are working in corporate America or you have a day job right now? Okay. I always tell my clients don't quit your day job because that's going to fund your startup. So the first concept we're going to talk about is what if you're doing more than one thing? We call that a pitch for every niche. A pitch for every niche. Not a piche for every niche, a pitch for every niche. So I'm going to tell you about my client Karina and her day job. Because when you meet people, sometimes you don't know which pitch should you use. Do I have my entrepreneurial hat on tonight, or am I pitching to get business for my day job so that I don't get laid off like a lot of other people? So this is Karina's pitch, and it uses the 4-step formula that I'm going to teach you in about 2 minutes. So listen carefully if you would. Hello, my name is Karina, and I'm a freelance photographer specializing in high-end fashion. I photograph clothing, cosmetics, and jewelry. I have 10+ years of experience, and my clients include Versace and Kenneth Cole. Please give me a call to set up a time to see my book. What jumps out from that pitch? Come on, ladies. Versace, you know. Somebody jumped up and said, Kenneth Cole, I can afford that. I like that person, I get that. What else? Anything else?
She's experienced.
She's experienced, exactly. So she doesn't say, I'm the best because all these different things. She mentions Versace and Kenneth Cole. Versace can hire whoever they want. They decide to hire Karina. Very simple pitch. It works very well when you leave voicemail. I don't know if you've noticed, but people don't pick up the telephone anymore, so you have to leave a voicemail. Sometimes you need to get through the gatekeeper, so a 15-second pitch is going to help with that. So she loves photography, but her passion is biscotti. Biscotti. I'm starving. Darlene's starving too. I wish we had some tonight. So here's Karina's pitch, her entrepreneurial pitch for biscotti. And when you have two separate pitches, you're going to avoid the kitchen sink pitch. What is that? Some people are nodding. I'm a Reiki master, but I also own a bed and breakfast in the Berkshires, but I really am passionate about my dog walking business, right? Have you met that person? And you're like, you're slowly backing away. Like, how quick can I get out of this room? So what do you think when you hear that kitchen sink pitch? Confused. Right. They can't do all of those things equally as well. So you got to focus on one thing. That's the main point I want to drive home this evening. Focus on one thing in that pitch. So here is Karina's entrepreneurial pitch. Again, using that 4-step formula that I'm going to share with you in 1.5 minutes. Hello, my name is Karina, and I'm the founder of Bell Biscotti. For 10 years, I searched for the perfect biscotti, and when I couldn't find it, I decided to make my own. I'm looking for high-end cafes whose clientele will appreciate our exceptional product. To arrange for a free sample of our cocoa hazelnut biscotti, please give me a call. So what stands out in that pitch?
Cocoa hazelnut biscotti.
Cocoa hazelnut biscotti. Yes. I couldn't wait.
I get a sample.
I was going through Karina's bag when I met her. I'm like, do you have some with you? Where is it? Exceptional. Cocoa hazelnut biscotti. High end.
Solve the problem.
Solve my hunger problem.
Or no, I mean solve the problem that the biscotti didn't exist yet.
Right. Right. She's very passionate about it. And there are two types of people in this world. People who love the rock-hard biscotti that breaks your teeth, and people like me who like the softer biscotti that you can dip in your coffee. And hers is the latter. So what you notice is, in Karina's worlds, it may not be relevant to the person who's going to book her as a photographer that she does biscotti. But guess what? Here's where the genius part comes in. When she's sending out gifts for the holiday season, guess what she sends all of her high-end photography clients? And it's beautifully wrapped, and there's a wax seal that she designed. And they say, wow, where did you get this from? It says Karina all over it. Well, I made it. Now she's a genius. You can do these two things equally as well. People are amazed. But if she told them that in the beginning, they would be skeptical. So that's why it's important to have that pitch for every niche. How are we doing on time? Thumbs up. All right, fantastic. This is good. So the 4 key steps to crafting your fantastic 15-second pitch. Very simple. Step number 1. Step number 1. And then I'm going to tell you someone who lost a couple $1 million because they could not do this. So my little warning. Step number 1 is who you are. Hello, my name is Laura Allen, or whatever your name is. I call this the Johnny Cash step sometimes. But then as I get older and my audience gets younger, sometimes they look at me. They're like, who? And I wonder what they're teaching children these days, that they don't know who Johnny Cash is. Step number 2. Step number 2 is what you do. What you do for a living, or what your company does. What your company does. What's your concept? Make it so simple your grandmother can understand. Because why? Once they're lost, once they're confused, they're done. Eyes glaze over, they're thinking about dinner, they're thinking about biscotti, they're thinking about Pan Am. Who knows what they're thinking about, right? Once you lose them, it's done. They don't usually tell you, I have no idea what you're talking about. So make it brain dead, simple, easy, straightforward. Step number 3. This is the most important step. Most people miss it. This is the difference between getting money, getting opportunities, and getting nada. Step number 3, why you are the best at what you do. Why you are the best at what you do. Or if you don't like that, if that sounds too uptight, too fancy, too arrogant, what makes your product or company different? I like to say why you are the best, because otherwise you'll get shy and you'll downplay your talents. And when you have Donald Trump on that elevator, or Bono, or whomever it is, and you have that 15 seconds, you gotta go big. You must. You're not going to get another opportunity. So that's step number 3. Step number 4. Nearly everyone I meet at a networking event misses step number 4. So this is the other huge opportunity. Step number 4 is your call to action. Your call to action. Any Mad Men ad agency people here? What's a call to action? Who can tell me? What you want them to do. So we meet at the networking event. Oh, I love your glasses. Everything's great. Everything's fantastic. Let me know if you hear of anything. Great. Because when I go home with these 100 business cards, 6 weeks from now, I'm definitely going to remember that I met a web designer or an architect or whomever and go back through that shoebox full of business cards and find you, right? No. Because no, it's never going to happen. It's the person who stays on your radar. Hey, Laura, do you want to go see the Foo Fighters? Hey, Laura, do you want to do this? That's the person that's going to get the opportunities, or whatever it is, I once knew a venture capitalist. This guy was in love with golden retriever puppies. When I prepped my client to go in and meet him, do you know what he was going to talk about? I said, golden retriever puppies better come up in this conversation. He's like, that seems so fake. That seems so phony. No, you want to find common ground. This guy loves golden retriever puppies. At least you did your research. Okay, so your call to action, What do you want to happen next? We've met at this event tonight. We drank too much coffee. We ate that big fat chocolate turkey over there on the table. Now what? Give them a reason to want to connect with you again. You're being smart. You're setting up the follow-up when you first meet them. Gee, our conversation was so interesting about events and dating and pitching. Let's get together on Tuesday at noon. Otherwise, then you have that awkward moment when you follow up. Hey, do you remember me? We met at WickedStart 6 weeks ago. I was really tired and we talked about, no. You already set it up in the initial meeting. That's the opportunity. Yes, sir?
Is it pushy to get the calendar out?
Here's the thing. There are two different ways to look at this. And it's really up to you and your personality. If you're in the zone, if things are going well, is it presumptuous for me to ask you, hey, Tuesday at noon, we had a little conversation, things are going well. Tuesday at noon, can we talk on the phone? Do you think that's pushy or presumptuous? No. Okay, it's good. It depends on, but sometimes financial advisors, sometimes I pick on financial advisors because it's all about the numbers. Hey, Laura, they don't qualify me, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not in the demographic they're looking for usually. They could do some creative things to help me out, but they haven't qualified me. They haven't made a connection, so then it falls short. Then it feels like, you don't really know me yet, and you're asking me too many personal questions. So it depends on your personality, how you want to frame that. I've seen people do it effectively both ways. It's really up to you. I've had clients tell me, there's no way I'm ever talking about the calendar in the first meeting. It's too presumptuous. I want to build a relationship. I want to, I'll send a couple emails and we'll see where it goes. So it's really up to you. How are we for time? 2 minutes. Okay, I answer one more question.
Can you use a simple call to action, like after you get the person's card, say, I'd really like to send you a media kit to follow up with you tomorrow? Is that simple enough call to action?
Yeah. I'd really love to send you a media kit. I really prefer chocolate, but sometimes,
Scratch and sniff the email.
Scratch and sniff, whatever it is. So I want to share.
It's come with Foo Fighter tickets for her.
Yay! See, someone was listening. I like that. I'm going to share 2 entrepreneurial 15-second pitches with you that I liked that have the 4 key elements, and then I'm going to wrap. And I would be very interested in hearing your pitches and learning more about everybody here. Hello, my name is Michael Spadaro, founder of HelpWithASmile.com. Help with a Smile provides friendly, affordable tech support for small business owners and entrepreneurs. Here's his call to action, which is clever. Please email me at michael@helpwithasmile.com if you'd like our PDF on the 10 commandments of startup tech. So that's his little, his little feeler, his little freebie. So I like that. Another call to action, sometimes it's very specific and practical. He's also hiring for a recent college grad to do some work with him. So when you're pitching, why not tell people, hey, I'm looking for someone good. Do you know anybody? You can use that in your pitch. I seldom see people use their pitch in that way. And here's the other one that I like. Hello, my name is Ariel Hyatt, founder of Cyber PR. Cyber PR is a digital PR firm that enables independent musicians to get the online exposure they need without spending $5,000 a month on a traditional publicist. Our unique approach gets you featured on blogs, podcasts, and iRadio worldwide. Give me a call to learn more about what Cyber PR can do for you. So it's very simple, but it's that niche. It's that niche. Independent musicians, that's her niche, that don't have $5,000 a month to spend on traditional publicists. So it's very quick, it's very to the point, and you can deliver it in a lot of different arenas.